Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another episode of Gran Turismo 7. Now, we're going to do things a little bit different in this video. Maybe moving forward as well. So, I was just thinking about it, and I don't really want to spoil anything for anybody. So, I'm going to do the races, but I'm not going to show you, like, the cars that we're working for or anything like that. Because, I mean, the race is the thing I want to show you guys, and I don't want to spoil anything for you, and I don't want to, like, I don't know, kind of reveal how many menus there are or something like that. Maybe you don't want to know that. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the replay. Mind you, this is me playing, so it's not like I'm lying or anything. This particular race, this is a set of 3 races that you have to do in the menu. To collect some American cars, and this particular race here had me so aggravated that I oh boy, I tell you, if I was recording this, I couldn't release it when I was driving, because literally the profanity that was coming from my mouth trying to do this race would get me so demonetized so quick. The frustrating thing about this race is that this track isn't bad. This is the Blue Moon kind of, man, it's not really an oval, is it? But I mean, it's kind of like an oval. It's not that the track was bad. I was using like an old Corvette, and the ass end just gave out constantly. Like, just keeping this thing on the track was just murder. But I finally managed to get it, and this replay is me finally clearing the stage. So let's take a look at the replay, shall we? Let's go in-car view. And let's display all. There we go. So we get the real feel of what I was doing here. So yeah, this car, man, it looks beautiful. All the cars in this game look amazing. Okay, the detail, I mean, you can see the steering wheel. You can see the texture on the leather steering wheel. It looks fantastic. This car, man, it just fought me every step of the way. I mean, I truly feel like to get good at driving this car just takes a lot of finesse. You really need, I mean, like right there. Just lost it. I mean, she's a beast. She really is. I have it tuned. I had to tune it up more because I wasn't getting the speed. And then we found the speed, but again, man, just handling this car is just really, really difficult. For me anyway, I was finding it difficult. Now, another thing I want to point out is that for some reason, I'm having a hell of a time playing this game on my wheel. This race, literally, I did maybe 20, 30 times on the wheel and couldn't do it. And finally, I switched over to the gamepad, and I managed to do it. I don't know what it is. I mean, obviously, this game, it's made for the gamepad. It's optimized for that. But yeah, man, I was having a hell of a time with the wheel. But we're in P2 now. And honestly, at this point, I just want to finish the race. P2 is fine. I don't really care about getting P1. But as you can see, we have the straight line speed. Not a problem. We catch up to him. I just want to keep this car on the track. I want to keep 4 wheels on the concrete. Not in the grass. So yeah, I start driving really conservatively. Fourth gear, it's flat out. I mean, this turn here, it's so tricky because when you come out of it, you can lose it so easy. But we're doing pretty good. Like I say, the fact that we got the straight line speed, we're just walking away from P2, and this will be finally a win on this track. All right, so now I'm going to leave you some highlights of the outside view of that, and then we'll move on to the next race. Okay, so the second race was at Willow Springs, the big Willow layout. I have never raced this track before. Again, I tried this track several times with that Corvette. Could not do it, so I switched to the car, a different car. We switched to a Camaro, and this is what this race looks like. And again, guys, I have no experience on this track whatsoever. I have to say though, I really enjoyed the track. I like the fact that it's like in the desert and everything like that. And I mean, it's a pretty tricky track to get around. And again, like I said, man, these cars, even this car here, the asset just wants to slide out every time. Like you have to finesse these cars so much. I think I'm so used to driving the foreign cars and like GT3 cars and stuff like that, you know, that these cars, man, they are difficult. They're really difficult to drive. But again, it's like with this game, the good thing about it is if you're not doing well around a particular track, you can just tune the car up so at least you can catch the opponents on straightaways. So at least that'll give you a little bit of advantage, which again, that's what it did for me here, because obviously this is not my finest driving moments whatsoever. And the funny thing is, I actually tried this track with some different cars, and I was getting around it okay, but man, like I said, these American muscle cars, the rear end just wants to give out around every corner. Like right there, see that? I caught that one, thankfully. And, you know, I mean, I tried to race as clean as I can, even with the AI, but at the end, when I finally got to these races, my frustration level was pretty high, so it was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do what I have to do to pass this menu. You know, that's where I was at with it. I'm not gonna lie, guys, these have been the most challenging races that I've had yet in this game. And again, I don't think it has anything to do with the tracks as much as it has to do with the cars that you have to use on these tracks. I mean, these cars, they're not the most nimble, I would say. And another thing, man, like now that I'm looking back at it, just seeing the moon there in the sky, just the clarity of everything, just how clear the sky looks, and the mountain ranges in the back. Good Lord. What a gorgeous game. So we're in P3 right now, and this is the final lap. And at this point, man, I don't even care. P3, that's fine. I will take that all day. So that was race number 2. Okay, so this is race number 3. This is at Laguna Seca, another track that I am not very good at, but this was actually a pretty fun race, and this is actually the first time that I have enjoyed myself racing around Laguna Seca, I gotta say. So that was pretty interesting. Another thing I want to say, guys, right now is that I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to take these replays and I'm going to release them as videos, and I'm going to do the whole, just a cinematic replay of it. No commentary or anything like that, just because, honestly, the cinematic replays look so good. I mean, the replays in this game are just so good. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to, just do short videos of the races that I have and release them with the cinematic video, maybe throw some music behind it. And, yeah, I think we're going to try that. So this is race number 3. Let's take a look at this one. I don't like that I have to do this every time. So we stuck with the Camaro because I was still doing better with the Camaro than I was that Corvette. That Corvette is just on a complete other level, but I would like to tame that beast eventually. So again, I'm not good at this track. I don't know it that well, so I'm kind of learning as I go. I've only been on this track a couple times on GT Sport, and I believe maybe a couple times on ACC. But again, our straight line speed is going to be the thing that saves us. Now, the tricky thing about Laguna Seca, and I'm sure that, all of you experienced racers know this, but for those of you that may not, it's these elevation changes. It's that you can't see over that hill, and like this corkscrew, that's where the turn is, like just over that hill. And now we have kind of a bit of a sweeping right-hander right down over that hill like that. Brilliant track layout, really. I mean, it really is. It's a fun track. Ooh. We kind of bumped into him a little hard. There's the instructor for the B license, I think he is. So now we're up into P4. Not doing too bad. But the issue is with these tracks that I'm not fully familiar with is that once I get by myself, then the braking zones get a little more difficult for me, because what I was doing, I was watching the guys in front of me where they brake, and then that was giving me a little bit of indication. But obviously I'm not going to remember all those braking zones after just one go around. And that one there, that corner, that's tripping me up every time. You get on the dirt and it slows you down immensely. Like, so much. But we managed to hang on to our position. And the thing is, I'm so nervous going around these corners with this car because I don't want to push it. See right there, that's what I mean. Like, I didn't have any cars in front of me, so I totally missed that braking point. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, I thought so. I thought we lost a couple positions there. But again, like I say, man, I was watching the guys ahead of me. You know, like right now, they brake so that I know enough to brake there. But when I'm out in front, it's a little trickier. It's a little trickier. Kind of took him outside the track limits. Now, maybe that wasn't penalty worthy. I'm not sure. Man, I feel like we just made that. We just made that. And literally, just at the end, we got that. Let's see that really quick, that finish. Okay, so here's the last little bit here, the last stretch before the finish line. And I just want to see how close was this. Ooh, it was so close, so close. We just got that. Just got that. All right, so we have one more race to look at, guys. We did the Blue Moon Bay Speedway. This was an infield A. This is a different version of the circuit. It's not the kind of oval. And we're taking out the Corvette again. So this is a 69 Corvette, which incidentally, those are the Corvettes that I really like. Like in the 60s, I really liked them. Some of the early 70s I liked, and then when it got to the 80s, I'm not too big on them. I just feel like we've seen so many of those. But this 69 Corvette looks good. I can't wait. When I get money for this, man, I'm going to totally just trick this thing out and make it look amazing. Put a livery on it. So let's take a look at this replay. So as you can see, this is a bit trickier, and I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know, man. I felt like I really wanted to give this car a second chance. I don't think it's a bad car. I just think you have to master it. You have to just figure out how to drive it. You really need to tame this car, and I gotta say, I did have a lot of fun driving this car around this track. It's powerful, man. It's fast. Ooh, sorry about that, buddy. I think the biggest thing with this is just to get the braking right, the braking and accelerating. Because, man, I'll tell you, if you slam that gas on too early, you're going to lose it. Absolutely going to lose it. So, finesse. You gotta give it a little bit of finesse, I think. Now, for some reason, this layout of the track, I was doing so much better with this car than the oval, which doesn't quite make sense to me. But so I mean, we almost lost it there, but overall, we're starting to. I think I'm starting to get the feel of this car, get the feel of how to drive this thing. I mean, you can see even the guy in front of me, man. He's pushing it, and his rear end is coming out as well. Now we're up into P2. We have one more lap left, and I'm pretty sure we lose the position here. I mean, Oh, again, the braking was just not good. You get these cars on the dirt, and man, it's just bad news. So we kind of got our elbows out there and kind of bullied our way up past that guy. For some reason, I felt like I could push the car harder here than on the oval. As you can see, our car, man, it's got the speed. It has the speed. And this is such a tricky turn for me here. But even though that wasn't pretty, we're managing to keep on them. That's the important thing. Ooh. This is definitely a rival race, no doubt. I don't think we're friends. I don't think we're friends at all. But yeah, the car was feeling a lot better at this point. And like I said, as you can see though, it's so easy to lose it. It's so easy to lose this car. So now we drop back down to P3 due to our own mistake. I mean, it is what it is. And I am just smashing into everybody at this point. It's really not a good look. But overall, the car felt like it was handling better. I felt like I was getting a little more used to the handling of it. But yeah, it does still feel a little bit unpredictable. And unfortunately, we were in P1 and we lost it, but we managed to get P2, so nothing wrong with that. Alright guys, so that's what we're going to end this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. Well, I mean, I'm not going to lie, man, that first race really had me. It was a really difficult race for me. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to pretend it wasn't. And very frustrating. But we got it done. That's the important thing. And yeah, we finally got all those menus done. As you can see, I'm only up to collector level 10. We have quite a few more menus that we've done. The collector's level seems to go up fairly slowly. But anyways, guys, that's where we're going to end the video today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and we'll see you next time.